West of Scotland Seniors Forum was formed in 1985 to act as the umbrella body for local seniors forums in the west of Scotland. We have a network of 85 forums located throughout the 12 local authority areas that make up the west of Scotland. From its office base in Glasgow, West of Scotland Seniors Forum provides advice, training, information and support for new and established local seniors forums. West of Scotland Seniors Forum works to raise awareness of issues affecting older people and ensures that decision makers and service providers are informed about older people's needs and views on services and other matters affecting them.
Glasgow, older people tend to have more cold-related illnesses than elsewhere, so it's a problem in Glasgow and we need to find out why, and when we find out why, then put in the support that's necessary. If I had doing this before I stopped work, I wouldn't have had time to work. But I'm the chairman of the West of Scotland Seniors Forum, and our business is to advise, support and give information to older people.
West of Scotland Seniors Forum acts as a consultative body, giving statutory agencies, for example health boards or social work departments, older people's views on current and proposed service provision.
We've got a very good relationship with the local council, with all the departments, and we've found them very, very helpful. So if we take the complaint to them, 9 times out of 10 it is attended to quite quickly.
The Seniors Forum provide a really important extra facility for older people who either for whatever reason, because they have an infirmity, because they feel diffident, need somebody to speak up for them and get information for them and lobby for them.
West of Scotland Seniors Forum has joined together with other Scottish grassroots older people's groups and organised meetings with Scottish executive ministers to put across the older person's viewpoint. West of Scotland Seniors Forum works closely with our members to ensure that our advice, training, information and support reflect and address the issues that matter to them.
So I would say to everybody in this hall this morning, get back to your forums and definitely get your MP by the scruff of the neck and tell them you're not prepared to accept this. I think it's appalling.
I've been a founder member of the Old Strathclyde Elderly Forum, and we have been striving, struggling, fighting since 1983 for the quality of life for the pensioners.
It gives us the courage to campaign, and for someone like me who's been involved for 16 years, it's been a learning experience.
I come from Oban, and it's the Oban Seniors Forum that I represent. And what we do is we come to the meeting to listen to what other branches do. And in a small areas like ours, we try to implement things for our older people.
Oh, it's very worthwhile, yes, very worthwhile. Especially if you can help people. I mean, sometimes people have a complaint, but if they bring it to us, we are more likely to get a success than doing it on your own.
It's seniors to help seniors, so let the able-bodied seniors help the ones who aren't as able.
We're taking up a lot of issues on behalf of the old age pensioners, and someone really needs to take up their issues. And us, being old age pensioners, we know what we're talking about as against, a younger person trying to take things up for us.
I feel an awful lot of these socially deprived areas that are more involved with the youth and drug problems, and the elderly are cast aside.
I think you get the satisfaction of seeing things done, and again, with a stronger voice you'll get it done.
I'm not just only local, I travel all over the UK. I sit on 3 committees in London, 2 or 3 in Edinburgh, all representing, all as an elderly forum chairperson. So the elderly forums are all over the place.
We have a very active forum. We have about 40 regular members of the forum. We're interested in all local and national issues, which has meant quite a lot for us. Our meetings, we always have speakers invited, and we've had a very good amount of speakers this year, including MPs and MSPs, and we've got that for the future.
I saw an advertisement for a very interesting speaker on a very interesting topic, and it was they invited anyone who wanted to go to it. Well, I just retired, I'm now 65, so it was interesting for me to go there and find out what it was all about, and it hooked me in from there on because it was so informative. The people were stimulating, and it was good, it really was. It was just good. I quite enjoy looking forward to every week.
There's been an awful lot of things really that have achieved just locally, down to the business and maybe bins not being emptied, streets not being swept, graffiti getting attended to, and even contacting the police like every month. Really it's every second week. We have our meetings every second Tuesday in the month, and we have speakers. And we always make a fact of it being, bringing them from, say, national health speakers or council speakers or things like that. People that will help to improve the life of the elderly. And we've found that there have been great improvements for the elderly.
We meet once a month on a Monday in the Grand Hall in Kilmarnock, and I always have a speaker relevant to questions that the elderly would like.
Well, we talk about things and arrange speakers and that. We're having a big conference at the beginning of October for South Ayrshire when we get the MPs and all the councillors on to discuss what's the way forward for elderly forums.
I started as far back as 1994 on concessionary travel. I started in London. From London I went to Edinburgh, and from Edinburgh I finished up in the City Chambers in Glasgow. We, at the present time, throughout the Strathclyde region, have free bus travel. But what we are hoping to achieve, and striving very, very hard to achieve, is free bus travel throughout the whole of Scotland.
We feel in Strathclyde Police that the groups like the Senior Forum are invaluable. They're useful contacts for us. We deliver lectures to them on i.e. today, on bogus collars, personal safety, and it can be seen as a conduit to get into the wider seniors community, the elder community, because they'll pass the information on, and we're quite happy to arrange dates on an ad hoc basis to go out and deliver these talks.
I think it's important again that people question us, challenge us, say, why aren't you doing more for elderly people, why aren't you doing more for these particular functions through social work or whatever, or through the roads department. There's so much that touches the lives of local people that a council does, even if it's just potholes in the pavement.
We've just successfully completed a loo campaign in Inverclyde. They closed many of the toilets. It's happening all over, but we decided we would dig our heels in, the Elderly Forum, and we did a campaign, and although we're not getting the three main ones that we wanted, we're getting the main one at the bus station reopened. Over 6,000 people took part in signatures, so we've really had a very successful campaign, and we're over the moon about it, and that shows you what the forums do.
We achieved quite a lot, like